All right, Paul Bowe. Here we go, the main event. Listen to this crowd. It's absolutely unbelievable.
I'll tell you what, EJ, standing in that ring giving the introductions, I had the hair on my arm standing up as 700 plus here at Holy Family Academy. Every single person besides Freddie was on their feet cheering for the big guy Ryback. This place exploded when he came through that entranceway.
You guys want to talk so much about Ryback. I want to take a second and talk about Mike Orlando for a second. This guy, okay, has been training at Ring of Honor. He has been talking a big game. He has been saying that the Green Machine is going to take out the big guy. We're about to see right now if Mike Orlando can put up or shut up.
Mike Orlando, former NCAA football star at Keene University. I believe they were called the Cougars in New Jersey here. He turned down a shot at the NFL, had a tryout with the Oakland Raiders. He said, you know what? I want to make my money in the squared circle, and Mike Orlando has been tearing it up coast to coast the last couple of years.
I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of guys on the indie circuit who could go toe-to-toe with Ryback. A lot of them look like they spend more time on a trampoline than they do in the gym. Not Mike Orlando, but he's having a tough time right now going outside to regroup himself.
6'4", 270 pounds. He calls himself the elite athlete, the Green Machine. Mike Orlando, flocked always by longtime girlfriend, former Miss New York, Anna Teresa. It doesn't get any better than that. Lavado, put your eyes back in your head.
It's going to be interesting to see Mike Orlando's strategy here against Ryback. Ryback has been proven. He has toured every single city that you can think of. And he's experienced. Let's just be honest. Ryback has wrestled many, many more matches than Mike Orlando. So it's a good measuring stick for Mr. Orlando here tonight as well.
Absolutely.
Also, Ryback has been in the ring with the caliber of competitor that you're just not going to get on this circuit.
Absolutely, former WWE Intercontinental Champion. Excuse me, they parted ways about a year ago. Ryback tearing up the independent scene. He is chiseled at 281 pounds, residing from Sin City in Las Vegas, Nevada. Long way from PPW Nation.
And the thing of difference with Ryback and why he's on the independent scene right now, he said bye to WWE. WWE didn't say bye to him. He didn't like how the strategy and politics were.
Excuse me, Phil. Beautiful Mexican head scissors there by Orlando. You don't see a guy his size taking over someone like that. Well done there. Sorry, Phil, continue on, please.
No, please always interrupt me when Mike Orlando's showing and making points for me as to why he's so great.
I should retract my statement. The caliber of athletics on the indie scene is second to none right now, but Ryback, he had that grueling schedule, like you said, went all over the world. That has to take just the access to the coaches and the training facilities he's had. It's going to give him a step up in this contest.
You want to talk about a grueling schedule? I talked to Ryback. He has a 5 a.m. flight tomorrow, and he's headed to Manitoba up in Canada for a match. I believe he's taking on Moose tomorrow up in Canada. Should be a great match of battle of two big men, but I'll tell you what, with Mike Orlando, don't count your chickens before they hatch, because he's going to be in a whole lot of pain after this one tonight. Orlando has the big guy on his feet with a test of strength.
With the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
That's one way to break it, with a big knee right to the ribcage area. Oh, man!
Press from Ryback.
He mounted him like Freddie on dinner.
This is patting at Ryback right here. We've seen this before. Look at this. Big splash from the big guy.
Kick out by Orlando. Tell you what, you talk about Ryback being in tremendous shape. He looks fantastic. Not an ounce of fat on him here. As we had a line before for the meet and greet 2 hours before showtime, it was 3 blocks down the street.
Yeah, I mean, Ryback, it's just an incredibly popular athlete, and you could see why. He just always brings his A game. He's in phenomenal shape. When you think of a professional wrestler, you think of someone that looks like Ryback.
He's on Creator Wrestling. Look at that, Phil.
Mike Orlando's world's upside down right now, and I'm not just talking physically right now. He does not know where to go with this match right now, and I can't blame him. I got to be honest.
Mike Orlando's used to dominating.
Well, he's not dominating right now. Ryback rolled him out like he took out the trash. Orlando being greeted by Anna Teresa out there, trying to be consoled. She's checking on her man. Ryback, he's not going to go up and over, is he?
Ryback.
Wait a minute.
What the Oh my God! Looks like he picked up. Mike Orlando moved to the side though.
Lucky for him.
Ryback's been picking up some new moves since on his stint here on the indie circuit.
Ryback chasing him around the ring here, giving him sort of the tour, shot after shot. They better stay away from the man in plaid is all I can say. Tyler's backing up for his life. These two are brawling outside the ring here. And now the game of cat and mouse begins as Ryback begins.
And look at the man in
Ryback
plaid.
just fell. He just fell as he tripped around that ring post, EJ. Right in the corner. It looks like he could have popped a hamstring or something. He's holding his leg, and you can see him visibly limping.
Yeah, I mean,
that wasn't a good spill right in front of our commentary table.
You can see the frustrated look on Ryback's face as well. He came up lame there.
And I'll tell you what, when you're built like that, EJ, you wouldn't know anything about this.
You can talk to me, Paul.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're built too. You're wound like almost like a baseball with the strings that are wound so tight inside. When you ever cut open, you never played baseball. Phil, did you ever cut open a baseball when you were small and all those rubber bands?
Indeed, I actually have done that.
Absolutely, and that's the way your body is strung when you are so built muscular like that. Any little thing can pop a hamstring or pull a muscle, and it looks like Ryback might have pulled something there.
just look at the size of those legs, though.
That's 270 pounds he has on his back right now as he's marching around.
With that leg injury, might I add.
Orlando gets out of it. Looks like he's stumbling a little bit himself. Big clothesline to the corner.
Orlando right now knows it's gut chuck time, guys. He needs to step his game up a little bit more, put a little bit more intensity on Ryback, and use that leg to his advantage.
You can see as Ryback went for that charge, you can see him holding up his leg there, and Ryback, no one home! He just hit his shoulder off the turnbuckle there!
Absolutely. Look at that German suplex from Mike Orlando to the big guy. This is absolutely unreal. What a main event we're seeing here. Folks, you're not going to get this any other night of the week. You're not going to get this anywhere else, not on Monday night and not on Thursday night, no other night of the week except on Sundays here on WYLN.
Let's call a spade a spade. Mike Orlando with the German suplex threw Ryback 281 pounds. Like he said, a knee right to the lower lumbar area by Orlando. He's picked a spot and he's gone to work on that back area of Ryback down on all fours. You can see him still limping around. That leg is not 100%, Phil.
I don't think we've ever seen Ryback get tossed around like that. I'm trying to think about it. Maybe against someone. I don't think we've ever seen it before.
Absolutely, and Orlando now is pandering to the crowd. He's screaming at me here. That's why you brought me here. I didn't bring you here. Let's get that straight, Orlando.
Ryback on his feet, not as much behind those punches as his leg. Came up lame, as we said, on the outside.
Oh, man, Orlando with a big...
He knocked him right off his feet.
Back elbow.
Mike Orlando looks absolutely amazing so far in this match, guys. At times, I think he's lost, and then it shows that he's just right where he needs to be. He's just absorbing the big guy's punishments early. He did that. Now he's onto the stage where he can start dishing out some moves and dishing out some punishment. And sorry, Paul, perfect example right here. Getting the big guy on the ground, perfect submission move, and giving him a breather at the same time.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. The match was going a little bit too fast for two big guys, and Orlando's going to slow the pace down. Like I said, he's not going to get a submission out of this, even though it is a submission move. You're just trying to slow him down, catch your breath, and move on to the next sequence.
Yeah, those moves are pocket change, right? It doesn't look like it's much, but they add up at the end of the day.
Ryback, oh my God, Ryback it went for the gorilla press.
Beautiful reversal by Mike Orlando. Beautiful.
You know, maybe if Ryback's leg was 100%, this would have... Mike Orlando would have been a whole world of trouble right now.
Yeah, it kind of buckled on him a little bit there. But Orlando, I'll tell you what, you got to be impressed with this kid. He's controlling the matchup, like you've said before, Phil. Up and down the East Coast, he is one hot free agent, and you better get a good look at him, PPW fans, because he's not going to be around here very long.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before he's dominating this entire sport. The question is, if Ryback can't stop him, who can?
Well, that's just exactly it. Mike Orlando is in a competitive match right now. We stop to think, his opponent's Ryback. I mean, what can he do to lesser competition than Ryback? That you have to think about when you're watching this match. Mike Orlando's got a bright future, as you guys have just said.
He's going toe-to-toe with the big guy. a world-class athlete in his own right, but Mike Orlando likes to call himself the elite athlete, and he's showing why right now. Unbelievable manhandling Ryback like this.
That took a lot out of Mike Orlando also. You can see both men laid on the canvas. Looks like EJ's room on a Friday night as both men are trying to will themselves up to the vertical baits. Who will be the first person to get to his feet is going to be a huge advantage in this one. Ryback is stretchered out there. Oh, I thought he had him. I thought he had him right there.
The whole crowd was hushed.
A testament to the education that Mike Orlando's gotten in this business, guys. Most people would have just draped an arm over him. No, he still had the wherewithal to hook the leg. Didn't get it, but still hooked the leg.
Yep, well, you know what they say, closest only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades there, Phil.
Absolutely.
You guys are a tough audience.
Front face lock from Mike Orlando trying to get the big man up to his feet.
Orlando's got to be feeling very good about his chances right now.
Crowd firmly behind Ryback here, trying to will him back into this one. He blocks the suplex, blocks it again, tries to reverse. Who's going to come up on top here? Back and forth, a teeter-totter.
How many times is Ryback lifting up Mike Orlando with that bad leg, guys?
Someone's going to get first.
Land on it.
There he goes!
Oh, what core strength by Ryback. He must have picked him up 10 times.
Who did that take more out of, though? Ryback or Mike Orlando? That's the question right now.
Is that an earthquake or is the camera just shaking here? I'm not sure what's happening. Crowd chanting, "Feed me more." Ryback hears him. You can see him bobbing his head in approval.
This is exactly what he wants to hear, Paul Bowe. I think it's about feeding time.
Big shoulder tackle by Ryback. Duck under. Another shoulder tackle by Ryback. Orlando might have been the football player, but he's getting tackled here. Ryback taking him to school now.
Ryback, or my Orlando into the corner. Ryback with the high running knee lift. Oh, big spine buster
right
from
in the
Ryback.
middle.
That has to be it. No.
Kick out again. I'll tell you what a matchup we're seeing here on PPW High Voltage, your main event. Paul Bowe alongside Julius Kuiper, Phil Bravado, the big guy, Ryback in PPW, Mike Orlando, the Green Machine, making his PPW debut. No one's disappointed here at Holy Family tonight.
Folks, if you're just joining us, yes, that is Ryback, the big guy, here at PPW, here in Hazleton, taking it to Mike Orlando in our main event. Listen to this crowd.
Mike Orlando hears that crowd too, EJ. Feed me more. He's out on his feet. He knows something's behind him.
Oh! By Ryback, took him right off his feet.
That has to be it. Has to be. What? Kicked out on 2, not even 2.5 there. Just a clean break at 2.
The determination for Mike Orlando to make his name against this guy right now. You are seeing what is left in the tank for Mike Orlando, and I'm still thinking we're pretty full, guys.
I'll tell you what, you've seen the videos, you've seen the vignettes. Mike Orlando wanted Ryback, he wanted him in the worst way. TJ Masters made this matchup, and I'm happy he did, because every one of the 700-plus fans tonight at Holy Family are getting their money's worth. Ryback, big slap from Orlando.
Look at that, a Michinoku driver from Ryback.
Ryback did spend some time in Japan.
It's obvious here, he's pulling some moves we've never seen him pull before. And what a treat it is to call this match and see two athletes of this caliber really put everything they have behind it.
You're absolutely right, EJ. Most times when you see a guy from the WWE, that's where he's at his top. Ryback looks like he's actually expanded his arsenal of moves.
He's only
since
gotten
coming
better.
onto the Indies.
He's going up top.
We're seeing
oh, man! Orlando caught him with the rope. Dirtiest trick in the book, but the most effective.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you're Mike Orlando, you don't care about rules right now. You're trying to get a victory over Ryback, and it's going to take, let's be honest, I know you guys aren't fans, but it's going to take a little bit of dirty tricks to get that done.
Here Orlando's in his football stance, the former offensive tackle.
Ryback back to his feet. Orlando setting him up. Ryback, nothing fancy about that, grabbed him by the neck. Powerbomb position. Oh, drops him down.
Amazing the strength of Ryback. Orlando once again kicks out. Orlando and Ryback, you're seeing feats of strength that you'd only see in the strongman competitions here. These two men are throwing each other around. We forget here, this is a 281-pound man and a 275-pound man, give or take a few pounds.
These ain't no cruiserweights.
Ryback up and over! Oh, knocked Anna Teresa over also. With the suicide dive by Ryback.
And I bet you condone that, don't you, Paul
I don't
Bo?
condone it, but she was in the way.
I am speechless at the agility of the big guy. A man known for his power maneuvers more than anything else. He has been leaving his feet more than I think Mike Orlando could have ever prepared for.
Somebody go check out Anna Teresa. That is crap right there, which is
I think a lot of these people are checking her out. Phil Bravado.
Orlando's yelling to
only
me
count
here
one,
again
DJ.
at commentary. He better keep his focus on the ring. Ryback has him up.
Orlando gets out of it.
Oh! He caught Jeff Carden right in the face.
Well, somebody needed to a long time ago.
Ryback going for the shell shock.
There it is. This would be it, but the ref is knocked out unconscious. Ryback
1, 2,
robbed.
3, 4, 5. Look at this.
Oh, wait a
Oh, here
minute.
comes his posse here. Here comes Cody Vance.
Paul Bo, was that a Viking that was just in the ring?
Here comes Anthony Bennett, former WWE Cruiserweight.
Oh, he better go back to the Cruiserweight division, Paul Bo, with
He
Ryback in the ring.
pancakes up Ryback, cleaning house on Orlando's posse. Orlando's trying to shake the cobwebs. Referee has got to come to here. Ryback was over to help him out here, shaking him.
What, Mike Orlando? Ryback, look out! Oh my God!
Oh, no, he's got it hooked. There you go. He didn't do anything. He just wanted to lift him over. There was no dirty call. No, nothing.
Wait! What happened? What
He
happened?
could not see the referee, Jeff
that a
Hardy,
three?
could not see Ryback's shoulders if they were down.
That was a 3.
It was not a 3.
was
It
out
was
of
a
position.
Oh, did you just see it? It was a 3.
He was down low in the dead corner of the ring there. He could not see Ryback's shoulder if it was down like a good official, which you know nothing about, Bravado. You hang out with guys like Jim Hobart. He stopped his count at 2.5. He
Look
made
at
the right call.
frustration on Mike Orlando's
Did he not make
face.
the right call, he
I
said?
just
Paul
seen
Bo,
him get
if
3.
you can't see the shoulders down, how are you going to count?
I seen it.
Absolutely.
Somebody asked me.
You're on the other side of the ring. How can you see it?
Mike Orlando is livid right now.
Well, I would be too. You just beat Ryback. Oh, no, you didn't.
He did not beat him.
Yeah, well,
Look
Well,
at
you
this.
can be wrong if you want to be,
He's
Paul.
going to try and give him his own move, Paul Bo. No, Ryback's not going to be insulted like that. Look at that. Mike Orlando swarms a spear.
Oh, spear by Orlando. This could be it. What an upset. Ryback just in the nick of time got his shoulder off that mat. I would never heard the end of Bravado if he got a victory. Thank God. Come on, Ryback. Come on, Ryback. I know we're not supposed to take sides, but I'm
What
saying,
is this guy doing over here?
Come
Sit
on.
down.
I got my pom-poms and everything. I want to see justice prevail here. Orlando has brought everything. He's brought out his goon squad, and Ryback took care of them. It's a 4-on-1. He took out the referee. How could you even sit
I
there
don't
and
even
condone
want
any
to
of
hear
this?
it.
Ryback
Orlando's
took out-
already won this match. He just did it a minute ago.
Ryback took out 3 other guys besides Orlando. This is
Absolutely.
definitely a 4-on-1 contest here. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Mike Orlando's
Orlando
still in this
going up
match.
top.
Moonsault! My God, these guys, these heavyweights are moving like luchadors in that ring tonight.
Another meat hook by
That
Ryback.
has to be it. No, Ryback's gonna
Wait
make
a
sure
minute.
this one's over. When he says finish it, Ryback means finish it. A shell shock. That has to be it. Mike Orlando down.
He's got Ryback's the victor. What a matchup here we've seen on PPW High Voltage.
I'm confused. Is this the best out of a 3? Is it 1-1 now? What's going on?
To
What a
this
miscarriage
crowd
of justice.
at PPW High Voltage. I'm Paul Ball3, Julius Kuiper,
This is
Phil
crap.
Bravado. You've been watching the best in independent wrestling right here on WYLN. Tune in every Sunday night. Good night, everybody.